All right, just back from the first real garage sales of the year, and I made some scores. So the first thing I got is this little parts holder thing. I just noticed now it's got a bit of a hole in the top of it, but still pretty cool looking piece there. It's got a little dent here. I'm sure that'll come out. Some of the drawers need a little love, but overall it's pretty cool. And it came with a bunch of screws and stuff like that. Brass nuts. And some electrical parts. So anyways, that's a pretty neat little piece actually. $5, can't go wrong. And I also got this stuff. And it's another little parts organizer. These things are really handy for organizing all your screws and everything. I even came with a bit of hardware. These hose clamps are always come in handy. So. Yeah, it's got 5 hose clamps in there. Those hose clamps are probably worth the $5 that I paid for this. Well, there's that. And then this deal here, it's a little wall mount organizer of some sort. No idea what this was used for before, but it's all made out of galvanized metal. These are actually spot welded on there. That's pretty cool looking. So I will put that up in my shop there, and I'll put something in it. I don't know what yet, but something will go in there. And these are old card holders. The reason I bought these is if you look at the joinery that went into making these, it's amazing. This is a index card holder. Same thing on this thing, it's all dovetailed and everything. If you tried to make that to sell these days, I don't know, it would probably cost, well, the wood is perfect in it, the flawless oak, so I don't even know what it would cost to make. Probably cost $100 to make something like that these days. So I got those two guys for $5. And then this is keys for an old brake cylinder hone kit. The actual tool's long gone, but I like the case. And then it still has the sunning on it and everything. So I figured that was a good score. And then I got this guy. Trouble. There we go. So this is an old crosscut saw. This is a real bit of Canadiana. This is the turnbuckle system here, how you would change the blade and tension the blade. What it's made of for wood. It's very tight grained wood anyways. It's either oak, but it's quite light for oak. I'm almost thinking it looks like almost, this piece in the middle here almost looks like mahogany. Anyways, so that was kind of a cool thing. If we ever lose the power grid or something like that, break this saw out for firewood, but most likely that's a wall hanger. Then I got this thing here. I'm not exactly sure what it is. So this leather case, and it holds this flask inside. So now the leather is in really good shape. CD, whatever that means. I wasn't sure. Like, say, the leather makes it look like it's not that old. But this, the top part on it here almost looks like it's silver. And that part looks old. It's some kind of a flask. Let me pop it up. So, like I said, I don't know if it's old or not, but excuse me, it was pretty cool looking. So I'll see if I can find it online and see what it actually is, but I didn't pay very much for it. So then I bought 3 of these things. Again, these are the old file card holders. These are made by Oxford. Used to make all kinds of office stuff back in the day. I don't even know if they're in business anymore, but so unfortunately they only had 3 of them. If they I would have bought all they had, but so I'm going to make I think another 3-wide organizer of some sort. They're almost identical to those ones I've built. The table with or stand with I did in another video. Turned out pretty good, but I think that one has got about 16 in it. But I'll figure out something for those. And then I bought this old wooden banker's chair. And this guy's still pretty solid. It's got a little bit of wear on the legs and stuff. It's not that surprising, given that it's probably from the 50s, I would guess. And again, this thing's just incredibly made. Like, look at all the hardware on the back and everything. You know, surprisingly, it's comfortable to sit in. So I needed a chair down in the man cave, so I've actually been looking for one of these banker chairs for a while. So $20 couldn't go wrong on that one. And then got this milk bottle, and again, I don't think this is particularly old, but it's got this cool pouring handle on it. It's $50 on the bum. It's not what I paid for it, but I think that was probably wishful thinking. But yeah, this is really cool. I've never seen anything like that one before, so figured I'd buy that. So then I bought this. What this is an old Meccano set. So anyone that's about my vintage, and if you like tinkering with these things, this was a Christmas present you would have got back in the day. It's all the parts and pieces to it. I used to be able to build cranes and all kinds of stuff. That's all the little wrenches and screws and stuff for it. Some more screws in there. Yeah, this is just kind of a bit of nostalgia there. Like, say, this is from vintage when I was a little kid. And somebody actually took the time to make this box for it too. That's the shows it's from a totally different era. Nowadays, everybody just throws things in a plastic tub or whatever, and but this shows how much this set meant to somebody, that they Actually took the time to make this box, make this board to mount all the wheels and the gears on and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. I guess it used to have some kind of a hasp on it, but I can do that. The top is cracked on it, but it doesn't look like it was made out of the highest quality wood. This is something when we were kids there, if we wanted to make a box or something, we'd go salvage up old packing crates and stuff like that. Oranges used to come in wooden boxes, so that was always a good source of lumber. So anyways, there's that thing. It's very cool. What am I going to do with that? Tuck it away for now, I guess. Might try and sell it, but I kind of like it too because it makes me nostalgic too for when I was a kid, which was a long time ago. So this is be from the 50s for sure. Anyway, so that was the haul for today. I had to come back. Ran out of money. Find if you're out grad sailing, you should only take a fixed amount of money with you, or you'll end up with a whole truckload of stuff. So all this stuff, I think cost me, yeah, shoot. Yeah, I want to say about 110 bucks, something like that. I think the saw I paid 25 for, the chair I paid 20 for, this I paid 10 for. So yeah, and I think the mechanical set here, I got that for about 20 bucks there, which I think is a pretty smoking deal. So anyways, that's my little treasures for today. Just add that to the hoard. Got to get this stuff kind of put away here. There's nobody else home, so I got to kind of stash this stuff before prying eyes see it. And then the next order of business, I got to mow the lawn here. We had a bunch of wet weather, now we got sunny weather, and I had the lawn fertilized, so it's just taken off like crazy. So I got to do that next. So anyways, beautiful Saturday here. Hope everyone is having a great day. Thank you. Okay, just back down the man cave here. Just came down to research this thing I picked up at the grad sale earlier. Went online and turns out this is a hunting flask. So what you would do when you went out for your fox hunt, you would fill the glass flask up with your favorite beverage, hopefully single malt scotch, and then this would attach to your saddle, and out you could go riding around. And if your hunt was successful, you just stop with your mates and have a nice sip of beverage. So this is made by a company in England called Swain Abindy. Swain Abindy. Something like that. So anyways, I went on the internet again. These guys are still in business. They make like super high-end leather goods, briefcases, purses, wallets, that type of stuff. Like all of their stuff on there is super expensive. But they don't make these anymore, apparently. This was nowhere to be found in their catalog. So I went on eBay. There was about 3 of them on eBay. But they were all from up to like 1930, something like that. Turn of the century to 1930. But those all had the maker's mark on either on here or underneath the hinge on there. When I say all, there was like say only 3 of them. But this one has neither of those markings. So I think what this one was, they probably made these up into the 50s and 60s, I'm guessing. Till fox hunting wasn't so popular in England anymore and they stopped making them. So I'm thinking this is a later version of it. Like say again, it could be from the 50s, 60s, who knows. But anyways, at least I know what it's for now. Yeah, it's kind of a cool item. Also too, I don't think I showed it, I bought this desk lamp too. This is really neat. It's got a self-ballasted fluorescent lamp inside here. And the base on it here probably weighs about 10 pounds. So that's a bit of, what would you call this, mid-century office decor. Used to be common in the old days. Everybody had a desk lamp. So anyways, I'll put it on my desk down here. It's kind of a neat deal. It works really good. So I date it to that time period just by the plug on here. This is old appliances and stuff like that we used to have at home as a kid. They had this style of plug on it. That's from the 50s and 60s. So anyways, that's the backstory on those garage sale items.